Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to solve weekly contest 446 problems. So let's get started with question number 1. Calculate score after performing instructions. Okay, so we are able to pass all the test cases for this one. So let's read the problem statement first. You are given two arrays, instructions and values, both of size n. You need to simulate a process based on the following rules. You start at the first instruction at index I is equal to 0 with an initial score of 0. Right? If instructions of I is add, then you have to add values of I to your score, and then you have to move to the next instruction. Okay, but if instructions of I is jump, then you have to move to the instruction at index I plus values of I without modifying your score. Okay, the process ends when you either go out of bounds. Okay, so your I value, it should be from 0 to n minus 1. Okay, so if your I becomes less than 0, or if your I becomes greater than equal to n, then you have to end this process. Attempt to revisit an instruction that has been previously executed. The revisited instruction is not executed. Okay, so if we revisit an instruction which we have already previously executed, right, so we are going to end the process at that time as also, right, and in the end you have to return your score at the end of process. That's it. Okay, so now see this example number 1. So initially score value is 0. Okay, so here you have jump, so here you are going to jump to the here index 2. Okay, so here let me just give the indexing 0 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, so you haven't visited this 2 yet. Okay, so now mark it as visited, and now you are here. Okay, so you are going to add 3. Okay, this is 2 index. Okay, so here you have to add 3. Okay, so your score is going to become 3 here, right? Done. Okay, all right, so now your score is going to become 3. Then after that here, then you have to increment I by 1 only. Okay, if this is add instruction, then you have to increment I by 1. Okay, so now you jump to here. Okay, so at this position, okay, at this position, so you see you have 1. Okay, so you have to mark it as visited also. Now 1, so jump by 1, so you are going to reach here. Okay, here you have to mark it visited because we haven't visited it already, right? So here you have minus 2. Okay, so you are going to add minus 2 to your score, so your score is going to become 3 plus minus 2 is going to become 1. Okay, and then this is add instruction, so you are going to make a jump by 1 only, so you are going to jump to here. Okay, so here first it is not visited, so mark it as visited, and here at this we have minus 3, so you are going to jump to the minus 3 index. Okay, so 5 is the current index, so here in this minus 3 you have to add, so you are going to get 2. So at 2 index you are going to jump. Okay, but you see here you have already visited this. Okay, so you are going to end this process, so in the end your score is 1, so this is your output. Okay, now if you read this explanation, so process is starting at index instruction 0, right? At index 0 instruction is jump, move to index 0 plus 2. That's what we did, right? At index 2 instruction is add, so we are going to add values 2. Okay, so we are going to add this 3, so that's what we did here. Okay, to your score and move to index 3. Okay, your score becomes 3. Okay, because if there is add instruction, then we are incrementing the index by 1. Okay, at index 3 instruction is jump, so we move to index 3 plus 1 4. Okay, that's what we did, 3 to 4 we jump. At index 4 instruction is add, so we are going to add the values minus 2. Okay, that's what we did to your score and move to index 5, so your score becomes 1. So at 5 we are going to mark it visited, and here jump to minus 3. Okay, so jump minus 3 means score. Okay, current index, in this I am going to add minus 3, right? So at index 5 instruction jump, so move to index 5 plus minus 3. That's what we did here, right? And at index 2 already visited, the process ends. Okay, so that's what we need to take care. Okay, so this is the code. So here first calculate the length of instructions. Okay, both lengths are going to be same only. Then create one boolean array to mark the visited or not visited. Okay, and then you can take the score as 0. Okay, start from 0. Okay, long score you can take it as 0, right? And then position, current position 0. Okay, you are going to start from index 0 only. Then here this is base condition, like your index should not be out of bound. Okay, so that's what I am writing, and here I'm checking if I have already visited that particular position or not. Okay, so if I have already visited, then break it. Okay, then we have to end the process, otherwise mark that position as true. And now check for the current instruction. What is the current instruction, jump or add? Okay, so if it is equal to jump, then you have to just update the position. Okay, but if it is add, then you have to update the score value, and then you have to increment the index by 1. That's it. Okay, so in the end you have to just return score. Okay, so that's it. So I hope that you guys are clear with the question number 1 of weekly contest 446. If you guys need the solution of any other problems, then write it in comment section, and please like this video and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye bye.